All right, everyone. Today I have a cool little tech trick or hack for you with your Mojobox V2. Real excited about this. A friend of mine was talking about this little thing he did to make his machine just open up hell's fury with it, so to speak. And I took it another step farther, and I'm going to go through this. So what you're going to need is some shrink tubing. This is 3/32 shrink tube, and I cut it to 3/8 of an inch long. You could use 1/8 inch, something in this vicinity. But anyways, here we go. First off, what I'm going to talk about is this is just how it's normally set up. And here's at 5.7 volts, and it's snapping pretty good. And I can adjust it with the stroke wheel, and just depending on how things go, it kind of it opens up a little bit more as you use the machine. It breaks in and gets a little bit more slap. But I had a difficult time getting it exactly how I really wanted it to be. And what we're going to do is get a little bit more slap and just more range to where you can have it hit softer or a lot harder. I don't think it will work good with cartridges, but I'm not really... That's like the last of my concerns, really. I think these machines are best with standards. So what we're going to do, I'm going to take off this whole spring setup here. And there's a top spring and a lower spring. And so now you see there's a stabilizer O-ring, which is this larger one. And then the one on top is kind of a buffer. I call it a buffer O-ring. So we're going to just remove that. Now, the problem that I've always had is it's hard to mill a slot that's, as wide as this and get it into there and everything. So it's been difficult trying to figure out a way to keep all this stuff together. But now I realized, take some shrink tubing here. I'm going to put that over. I'm going to go. And I kind of like to go, you don't want to go too much because then you'll end up shrinking so much you'll cut it. But always, you can go to the base of the flame and it's going to be the coldest, so it's easier to control and not burn your shrink tubing when you're down here compared to if you're out here at the very tip. It's going to melt the shrink tubing a little faster. So all I did was I put the shrink tubing around the tip there. I took off that little O-ring. I'm going to put that in, and now it just fills in the gap in that whole deal. And then I'll put this other spring on. I like the top spring. The intention of the top spring is mainly, it kind of works like a leaf spring or a backer spring for the stroke, so you don't, it's just a little extra support so you don't end up breaking the stroke spring or breaking it back here on this base. And it kind of gives it a little decorative part to the front. So make sure that this is on there and it's centered up. Obviously, tighten that back down. Let's see what this baby's like. Okay. My impact screw, like my bar looks pretty parallel to the frame, like it's not pointed up or down or anything. I'm just going to go ahead and turn this down, my power supply down to 5 volts. And now, that's on the shortest stroke. You can barely see it's like on a 1. There you go, you can see that. Oh my. That's really hitting. It's on. Put that at 9. Now I'm going to go down. That's about 4.4. And you could tattoo like baby skin with that right there. Construction worker skin. And just go up 5.5 volts. So really happy about this. I got to give it a little bit more experimentation before I just go and do this to all these machines and find out there's something wrong with the shrink tubing or whatever. But real excited, and you can always give this a try and yeah, thanks for watching.